Today I'm going to be using Artex acrylic markers and doing a cute kind of floral center and a striped background. And these are the general colors I'm going to use. So I'm using this matte backing board that you would put behind a piece of art that you're going to frame, but I'm just going to draw directly on this. I'm starting by sketching in the oval that I want to put the florals into, and it takes me a couple of passes because I'm pretty uneven in my first attempts. And then I'm measuring out a 1.5 centimeter stripes for kind of the framey background. I'm coloring in this section, but I decided I don't like this color for the background, so let's skip ahead. And then I say, okay, I want something more brown, and then I still don't like it, so skip ahead. And this is the brown I'm going to end up using. I didn't like the other ones. They were a little bit too warm for me, and I decided that first one, that kind of greeny brown, I wanted to use in the florals itself. So I decided to save it. I'm showing this video at 2 times speed. So I am going slower than what it looks like I'm doing, but I'm adding this like peach frame, and then that peach color I'm going to use for my bigger flowers. So I'm doing this kind of like messy, scribbly 5-petal flower, and I'm going to do 3 of them, and those are going to be like the biggest flowers, and then one's kind of like facing down. And the thing about these acrylic markers, especially when you have a darker background underneath it, you can layer it, but it dries much lighter than I put it down. So especially because I have this sped up, you can kind of see it dry in faster time. And then I'm putting in these 4 little dot flowers in this blue. And then I'm going to take an ivory and do kind of these, I don't know, like puffball flowers. Maybe they're dandelions or something like that. But I just wanted kind of a medium shape. They almost look like raspberries, but oh well. I like that I can see the brown background through. It looks kind of like antique-y and vintage, and I really like that. I'm dotting in this kind of maroon purpley color in the center of the flowers, which is going to be one of my stripe colors as well as that blue. So hopefully it will all look really cohesive. I'm using that first background color that I decided against using. I'm using that for the stems and the leaves. I'm going to do a couple of layers. So what I'm doing is putting down where I want them to go first, and then I'm going to go over it with a darker blue, and then I'm going to go back over it with this greeny yellowy brown again while it's still wet so that it makes the kind of green that I want. I don't have a kind of warm green that's dark in this set that I like, so this is my best workaround for now until I find a green that I like. I also want some thicker leaves, some longer leaves, so I'm kind of pressing down harder to make these thicker leaf shapes as opposed to just using the tip of the brush pen to do those stems. And obviously these are very blue, and like I could leave it like that because it looks kind of like stylized, but I do want it to be green, and I don't want it to just be this blue. So while it's wet, I'm going back over and just dotting and going over most of the dark blue that I just put down, but still letting it go like seep through a bit. And you can see that it's kind of blending, or it's like tricking your eye to looking like it's blending to this darker green that I'm happy with. Now I'm adding a couple of little lighter details to the flowers. I do a couple of layers of that because again, it just dries so much lighter, but it looks kind of like painted on. I really like how these flowers ended up looking. And now I'm going over the stripe background area. The blue and that dark purple are going to alternate, and then I'm going to be adding some more detail to it. Okay, cue the background music while you just watch me color in some stripes. I will say that for both the purple and the blue, I went over the stripes at least twice, maybe 3 times with the blue, just so that it could be totally opaque and get rid of the texture of those brush strokes. I like that I'm using colors only that I have also used in the floral. I think that brings it together well. I do think this runs the risk of ending up looking like a circus tent with the stripes. So the detail that I add to it makes it look a lot more like antique, precious, cute instead of circus tenty. Like, don't get me wrong, I love a bold stripe, but with this, I wanted it to look a little bit more like tea party aesthetic. Also, if you've never colored something in with acrylic markers, highly recommend. It's so satisfying. I'm going to clean up that frame a little bit. I did it first before the stripes because I didn't want to be trying to go over the darker colors. And you can see right there where I'm trying to go over that purple, it's not 100% successful. And I knew that was going to be the case because this peachy color is so light and that purple is so dark. Okay, now over top of the purple, I'm adding these thin blue stripes to kind of break up that um, bold stripe pattern, make it a little bit more delicate. The blue is so much lighter than the purple, so I have to go over it, ooh, probably 5 times. I mean, there's 3 right there. Okay, so probably 10 times. And it's never quite as uh, vibrant as the blue stripe next to it, but it's close enough. I also really struggled this day with my hand shaking when I was trying to do lines. So on the other stripe, I will use a very advanced tool to help me get straighter lines. Ta-da! Piece of cardboard. That was much easier. And it shows me how not straight the purple line is. That's cool. Um, I also tried this art project on a piece of cardboard too, and it worked and it was super cute. And it kind of mimics that brown background from the floral on here. So if you don't have backing board and you just have a piece of cardboard, use that. That's great. I'm using that peachy color to do some little stripes in between the blue, again, to kind of bring together the colors from the floral into the background frame. And again, ac- acrylic markers are not 100% opaque, so I have to go over it quite a bit in order to even get close to that frame color. But I think it ends up looking really cute. And last but not least, I'm going to take that dark blue color that I had used for part of the leaves and the innards of those light blue flowers, and I'm just going to do a smaller frame within that peach frame. Again, my hands are shaking a bit, so it ends up a little bit thicker than I intended, but that is okay. If you didn't have acrylic markers, you could do this with regular markers. You could do this with watercolor or any other kind of paint. You could do this with colored pencil. Colored pencil would actually be very pretty with this. So don't feel limited by materials, you know, piece of cardboard, colored pencils, gonna be great. I'd say just my biggest tips are go slow with your lines and limit your color palette and reuse the same colors over and over in the different parts of this project. Okay, there we go. So I did do this project with slightly different colors on a piece of cardboard, and you can see it's corrugated, but I don't think that matters. So anyway, you have your options. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.